Hello class, welcome back to U.S. Taxation, Acc403. Today, lesson 3, we will be discussing estate taxes, fiduciary tax returns, and transactions in property and U.S. transaction. Make sure that you get a copy of the text ready for class, and we will be using from the e-text the following pages 43, 38, and 39. Notice these are not in actual order. Be careful to print out just those pages, and don't do as I did and print out the entire e-text again, which was rather funny. Okay, our lesson learning objectives for this particular week are as follows. Describe the distribution of partnerships. Distribution of a partnership. Number 2, illustrate the sale of a partnership interest. And number 3, explain the capital recognition rule. We will take a look at those by Googling them and conduct a small discussion. Your readings are as follows. The estate tax is outlined for you on page 43. We look at that. Fiduciary tax return is discussed on page 38. The word fiduciary is one we will look closely at. I'd like you to look that up before you come to class. And finally, we will read transactions in property on page 39 of the U.S. Taxation ebook. Activities for this lesson include 4 discussion questions. As always, if you've completed these discussion questions in class, simply indicate that and I will give you full credit. If you did not attend class or do not attend class, not only would be marked absent, but you will be expected to give written answers to these questions as well. Discussion questions follow. Discuss how a partner recognizes gain or loss when a partnership distributes property. In order to facilitate this, I have a set of 44 flashcards that we'll take a look at. They give you a proposal on the front about the distribution of property, and then on the back it says true or false. So those will be kind of interesting, a little variety from what we usually have. Question number 2, discuss tax accounting for multiple properties distribution while liquidating a partnership. Number 3, discuss the recapture rules of unrealized gains or losses on appreciated inventory. Clearly, the IRS wants to make sure it recaptures every tax dollar possible, so we'll take a look at how that's done in question 3. And then for discussion, question 4, income determination in the case of an installment sale of a partnership. One can buy a partnership by making payments, or at least that's a possibility. We'll take a look at that carefully. In the readings, Trusts and Estates on page 38, we discuss separate entities. Trusts and estates are separate entities and also called fiduciaries. So here we come across the word fiduciary and fiduciary relationship. So this will be defined for you. We'll look at separate tax-paying entities, fiduciaries, and taxation of estates, all in Part A. In Part B, we look at the income tax rule for estates and trusts. And there's one on income tax returns, and then a discussion of the distribution of net income. Following that, on page 39, trust definitions and rules. So we'll look at the issue of gross income, what is deductible, or what deductions are allowed, adjusted tax-exempt interest, tax credits, and income distributed to the beneficiaries. Item 4, we'll look at income distribution deductions. Item 5, the annual estate income tax, Form 1041. This is required when annual income exceeds $600, the tax year, and the estimated payments. And finally, or initially in the order of discussion actually, we'll look at estates and gift transactions. The gift transfer tax will be discussed. We'll look at lifetime gifts, and we'll look at death time transfers. So if you give money while alive, it's a gift. If you give it after you're dead, no merit, and we call it simply a transfer. In Part B, we'll look at the estate tax and the gross estate, what constitutes an estate. And these are issues that all of us will be dealing with, unless it is our estate that they're dividing up. But trust me, you'll go through this with family and even friends at considerable length as you grow older. Okay, that should cover our lesson. Make sure you bring those printout pages so that we can look at them as we discuss. And we'll look forward to seeing you in class Tuesday night upcoming. Take care.